Florida, it's America's Hawaii.
A tropical paradise full of endless vacations, pristine white sand beaches,
and exotic wildlife. Until now.
Dead marine life is washing up on thousands of miles of beach.
Florida Governor Rick Scott declared a state of emergency.
Earlier this week, Bathtub Beach closed. Swimming now off limits.
With South Florida's beaches under attack, there was only one place to turn. The finest detectives Miami has ever seen, Crockett and Tubbs.
But they didn't return our calls, so you get us.
Oh, there it is, a dead fish. It's pretty gross.
Yeah, what does it smell like to you?
Smells like dead fish.
No, it's deeper. Bag up that fish.
Roy, I want to hang at the beach.
You'll hang at the beach when we close this case. Come on. I hit up an expert who's been following this case closely.
Roy calls him an expert. I call him a guy standing between me and my vacation.
We have an ecological meltdown happening right now in South Florida. You've got fish kills, you've got toxic fumes so bad that beachgoers can't breathe.
So whose fault is this?
Algae.
Algae? Algae's everywhere. My friends at Whole Foods sprinkle algae on the smoothie.
Well, this is toxic algae. The algae proliferate with nutrients in the water, and it makes it just toxic for wildlife.
Great. Case closed. Let's go to the beach. Thank you, Mike.
No. What are you doing?
We found the killer.
We gotta work the case. Can you describe the algae?
Well, here on the East Coast, we got blue-green algae that just sort of covers the entire estuary. You can kind of imagine a giant blob of stinky guacamole.
It look like guacamole? Damn, he wasn't kidding. That's some nasty, gloppy guac. And it was spreading.
The algae has actually grown. It seems it's only getting worse.
We had to see this algae up close. But it's like 120 degrees in Florida with the top down. It's too hot for this wig.
The best way to find this algae was to take a little fishing trip deep into one of the canals on Florida's Gulf Coast.
So this is what's killing our fish.
It's not just killing the fish. This stuff could kill a human.
Oh, what? This stuff could kill a human.
Absolutely. Just being around it right now, you can smell it. You'll notice a tightening in your chest. It gets hard to breathe.
Is that why you're wearing that silly thing around your neck?
Yes. If we're in here for a little while, I'll pull this up over my face to help try to at least filter a little bit of the particulate out of the air.
We should get.
Let's get the out of here.
Yeah, can we just talk somewhere else?
Well, this turned out to be the worst fishing trip of all time.
This algae's so bad that its toxins could lead to permanent liver damage. Plus, it's been hurting countless businesses connected to Florida's #1 industry, tourism.
This year, I've probably lost 60 or 70% of my business.
That's a lot.
Okay, but you ever think that maybe your business is dropping because this boat is lame? I don't see one bottle of Prosecco. I don't see a hot tub.
Do you even watch Pitbull videos?
Yeah.
Not really.
But Chris says the problem isn't just his uncool boat, it's what's behind the algae.
And when we finally discovered what was causing this algae, we couldn't believe it.
There's 3 basic sources: agriculture, urban runoff, and then the legacy phosphorus from the sugar industry.
Sugar?
Sugar. What's in this is helping to kill fish on the beach.
Yes.
A sugar packet is so small.
Delicious.
How is that the case?
The farming practices.
Big Sugar spent decades pumping pollution into Florida's waterways. And the algae loves these pollutants, kind of like how white women love Greek yogurt and goat yoga. Has anyone ever reached out to the sugar industry and just said, stop doing that?
Stop doing that, sugar.
Yes.
Yes. And?
You need to understand how sugar controls the legislature. In the state of Florida, the biggest polluters tend to be among the biggest political contributors.
So it's like the mafia, but like delicious.
Yes.
Yep.
Florida's sugar industry slipped over $57 million to state politicians on both sides of the aisle. This guy, the Commissioner of Agriculture, took in almost $1 million in 2018 alone.
People are just, they've had it between the red tide and the blue-green algae.
Oh, wait. What's red tide?
Red tide is another kind of algae that lead to fish kills.
Blue algae, green algae, red algae.
You guys have the Skittles of algae.
But the red algae has nothing to do with sugar, right?
It does. Pollution makes it worse.
Jesus. Let's go to the beach.
Let's go to the beach.
You ready to go to the
All right,
beach?
we'll get them out.
Yeah,
Thank
let's
you.
go to the beach. A Until all this sugar money gets out of politics or Florida's government gets serious about the environment, Florida's white sand beaches are in danger.
But as for us, we finally got our vacation with the help of a few wardrobe adjustments. Cue the outro montage.